10 most expensive fighter jets in the world. Fighter jets are an important part of any country's defense. Most countries employ the best fighter jets in the world. Few countries have developed the most advanced fighter jets, ranging from 4.5 to 5th generation stealth fighters. 1. Lockheed Martin F-35B and F-35C. The most powerful fighter jets are the F-35B and F-35C, despite the fact that their cost has reduced significantly in recent years. They all share little more than 30% of the parts, therefore improving the production of one has an impact on the other. The less priced F-35C is the plain model, while the more expensive F-35B is equipped for short takeoff and vertical landing, STOL. The projected price of the F-35B is $135.8 million, 1,024 crore rupees, and the estimated price of the F-35C is $117.3 million, Rs 8.84 crore. This variant is limited to 7 grams, whereas the F-35C is limited to 7.5 grams. 2. Eurofighter Typhoon. It is a twin-engine, multi-role aircraft, with the first series being made available in 2003. Another European fighter jet that can cost up to $50 million to buyers in the European Union. The Eurofighter Typhoon is the most technologically advanced swing-role combat aircraft in the world. However, the export price is substantially higher. In 2018, Airbus would have sold India up to €138 million worth of Eurofighters, which is still less than what was spent for Rafales. The most recent versions of the Eurofighter and Rafale are Tranche 4 and F-3R, respectively. The fighter jet's simultaneous air-to-air and air-to-surface capabilities are deployable. The estimated cost is $124 million, over 930 crore. These three Russian jets are competing with Airbus, Boeing, and Embraer models. 3. Dassault Rafale. The most potent fighter jet in France, the Dassault Rafale, is among the best and most potent in the world. The French government has produced about 237 Rafales. In its airbase, India owns 26 Rafale aircraft, almost 4 years after India and France signed an intergovernmental deal to purchase 36 of the aircraft for 59,000 crore. The first batch of the 5 Rafale planes arrived in India. India increased nearly the price of a single Rafale, which was roughly 1,638 crore, $115 million, by paying that much, over 862 crore. 4. Chengdu J-20. It is a single-seat, multi-purpose 5th-generation stealth fighter. The J-20 is not for sale because China has never meant to export its primary weapon. The Shenyang FC-31, a 5th-generation fighter jet with a price that is currently unknown but estimated to be approximately $100 million, 750 crores, may be made available to the worldwide market in the very near future. 5. McDonnell Douglas F-15E Strike Eagle. The F-15X, its most recent variation, provides evidence of this. Although it is less expensive than the more sophisticated 5th-generation aircraft, it is anticipated to replace the previous C and D models and offers best-in-class payload, range, and speed. Because the aircraft is more expensive than the F-35A, this accessibility is mostly caused by operating costs. However, the Strike Eagle has been deployed for military operations in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, and Libya, among others. During these operations, the strike fighter has carried out deep strikes against high-value targets and combat air patrols, and provided close air support for coalition troops. The F-15X is an appealing aircraft for many nations because of the F-15. It will cost an average of $87.7 million, over 652 crore. 6. Sukhoi Su-35. The Sukhoi Su-35 is the designation for two improved derivatives of the Su-27 air defense fighter. They are single-seat, twin-engine, super-maneuverable aircraft, designed by the Sukhoi Design Bureau and built by the Sukhoi. The Su-34 and Su-30, as well as their numerous versions, are more than twice as affordable as the Su-35, despite the Su-33 and Su-37 not being for sale. This explains why Russia has had trouble finding a buyer for this aircraft, and while some nations are allegedly interested, aside from China and Egypt, which have already purchased some, the Su-30 and the estimated cost of $85 million 637 crore. 7. Saab Just 39 Gripen. One of the least expensive new 4 5th-generation combat fighters on the market is the Swedish Just 39 Gripen C and D variants, which are light single-engine multi-role fighters produced by the Swedish aerospace manufacturer Saab. A single aircraft may cost as much as $30 million. The latest Just 39 generation was projected to cost more than $100 million in 2012. Only recently has Saab been able to lower the price, and as a result, the Gripen is once again a sought-after aircraft on the global market. This fighter jet's estimated price is $85 million, over 637 crore. 8. Lockheed Martin F-35A. The most expensive weapon system ever, and while Lockheed Martin has managed to lower the cost of a single ready-to-use F-35A to less than $80 million, that cost is just the top of it. The newest American jet has some of the most expensive running costs in the world, making it relatively inexpensive to purchase but extremely costly to operate. $77.9 million 577 crore was the estimated cost. 9. Boeing FA-18E/F Super Hornet. Major avionics and weapon system upgrades are included in the most recent FA-18 modification, the Block 3 configuration. The Super Hornet's price also increases, but it brings it into step with the newest generation of 4.5 fighters. The EA-18G Growler, the most expensive model of this aircraft, is too specialized to be compared to standard fighter jets even though it can be outfitted with both air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons. The estimated price of this fighter jet is $67.4 million, over 502 crore. 10. Lockheed Martin F-16 Block 7072. Meet the F-16 Block 7072. The newest and most technologically advanced F-16 with brand new features based on the cutting-edge F-16 Volts configuration. It offers a new airplane structure with a 50% longer lifespan than the F-16s produced previously. The F-16 was developed to be a more maneuverable, lightweight, and cost-effective jet fighter than the F-15. The most modern models are quite expensive, but the earlier ones cost roughly $30 million each, which is less than the vast bulk of modern fighters. A top-of-the-line jet based on the venerable F-16 fuselage is anticipated to cost $64 million, over 480 crore, which gives an idea of how much they may cost from the price of a single F-16 Block 70 aircraft.